Content warning. This podcast is intended for a mature audience. Contains graphic descriptions of violence and explicit language.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Pods of the Multiverse. We're an unofficial D&D podcast where four friends play D&D. We are so glad to have you back at the table for our 9th game of Season 5. I'm Andy, the DM for our adventures in the world of Theros, and with me are my 3 best friends.
I'm Jimmy. I play Gron, the Minotaur Barbarian, who just unlocked a new side quest. Alright, I need to get Queen Cymede back to Akros so that I can save Paravex from a life of royal drudgery.
It's the most important quest any of us have ever undertaken. My name is Geppi. I play Klyx, who is just praying that the 100-handed one doesn't have 100 eyes, because all I'm going to do is sneak attack everybody. That's all I'm doing.
And I'm Scala. I play Paravex, the human heretic, who for all their long studies in philosophy may still have a few things yet to learn.
Ah, yes. And so without further ado, let's get into it. A recap. After waking to find their demonic ally, Agademos, in a nightmarish frenzy, our heroes beat some sense into the massive demon, who then fulfilled his oath of ferrying the party into Tizeris. Along the way, he warned them of the dangers of the Mire of Punishment and the nightmare shepherds which patrol it. Once inside, the bleakest layer of the known underworld seemed not too much of a challenge, until they found none other than Paravex's mentor Eurymedes, the philosopher. After Klyx masterfully rescued him from his tortured state, he was shocked to find Paravex in the form they had become in dealing with Tefranos. After the rhetorical discussion which unfolded, he ultimately told Paravex not to lose sight of their message and fled toward Illysia. After arriving beneath the falling star, our heroes then found a large crater filled with ash and the ruins of a small shrine. Only moments after looking within to find none other than Queen Cymede of Akros, the party has been attacked by a 100-handed giant wreathed in a Nyx-like aura of doom. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. This is so cool.
7.
Also 7.
13.
Wow, the giant got a 5.
Ha!
Oh, great.
All right, up first, as these ruins coagulate into this giant being, is Queen Cymede.
Oh.
From within her gilded cage, within this shrine, she rattles at the golden bars. Please help me out! And draws a gladius. And she holds her action as we go to Gron.
Alright, so I see that happen, and I'm gonna look to Klyx. Can you do that?
I just did it earlier. I could probably do it again, yeah?
That's why I ask.
Don't worry about that. Just worry about that big-ass thing.
It's alright, I'm not worried. Gron's gonna rage, glow red a little bit. As I charge towards this thing in battle, red arc of lightning is gonna shoot out of me, and you need to make a dex save, please.
Okay.
Doesn't seem too dexterous.
This 100-handed one probably makes Gron look so little.
Was it huge?
It is a huge giant, and just to get a visual, the shrine, which is really just the size of a small room surrounded by these ruined pillars, the giant is fully both legs towering over the top of it as it takes form. The dex save, that's a 12, though.
Yeah, that does not pass. Takes 3 lightning damage right off the rip here. And what, I'm at ankle level, shin height here?
Pretty much, yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna just start hacking at it recklessly here. 28 to hit.
That will hit. You can see, as you go to hit with that 28, it takes one of its massive arms with a greatsword in hand to deflect the attack, but it still pierces through and you're able to strike at its hand. Go ahead and roll damage.
Excellent. So this thing has 99 reactions.
The ability is reactive, can take 1 reaction on every turn in a combat.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's not fun.
Pretty good. All right, here's damage on that one first, and that is going to be 18 slashing and an additional 2 necrotic.
Okay, nice.
Second hit, coming back around. Nat 20.
Ooh! Hell yeah.
Now, this is my first crit in a while, so I need to look up how brutal critical works. Give me a second here.
I believe it's an extra weapon die.
I think you're right, so I'm just going to roll 3d12 and add the regular mods.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Here comes 3d12 then.
That seems happy.
Yeah, that's 20 with just dice. That's going to be 29 slashing damage.
Hell yeah.
We were worried about this thing.
I just have to crit every turn. Won't be a problem.
How many hands does it have now, DM?
Just as many as it started with.
Okay.
You begin counting and then you lose count. You slash into this stone facade, dealing considerable amount of damage, though its form not looking any more ruined than it began. As we go to Klyx.
Okay, so where is Cymede and where is Hundred-Handed One? Where am I?
So the giant is standing over the top of this shrine, which you're outside of.
Okay.
And within, there is a odd black pool in the center of this shrine, and she is in a cage built into the ceiling above it.
How might one get up there? I guess I'll find out.
I guess you'll find out.
I'm gonna make my way there. You let me know what I gotta roll.
Okay.
You do have second story work. Maybe that's how.
I do have second story work.
Yes, you do. And so, with one movement, you can get into the shrine and next to this pool. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check.
22.
Okay, two things. One, as you approach this, it looks less like a pool of water and more like completely pristine glass, but it is completely black. You cannot see through it at all. And additionally, you can see that with a high enough acrobatics check, you might be able to do some thief nonsense and scale the columns that make up the walls of this shrine and try and make it to that cage.
Say less. I'm gonna do that. 26 total.
Okay, that will just pass. Describe how you pull off this chicanery.
So, Klyx goes to the edge of this black mess, and then instead looks straight up, sees Cymede up there, and just launches into the nearest column, and then just straight runs up it. There's no shimmying. This is nothing but speed and adrenaline getting him the way there. And then kicks off from the column to jump and land on the cage.
Nice. And you see the Queen of Akros inside, a brilliant gladius drawn, a shining breastplate, and all of her regal clothes. The three of you are the first living people I've seen in quite a long time. Do you have any idea how to get me out of this thing?
That's the part I'm usually good at. I've never used this. I'm going to use bonus action fast hands instead of an action to free her.
Hell yeah. Excellent. You will be rolling your thieves' tools, and this is a DC 21.
Okay, cool. We're good. It's a 26.
Okay. You find this golden lock. It doesn't even look like it has a keyhole or anything. It just looks like this mass of wound gold and brass, yet somehow you are just able to work your way into this metal, these facets, the crevices, and you're able to open the gate of this cage.
Cool.
Ah, brilliant. Truly brilliant. Karanos, bless you.
I know.
That's not appreciated, but I am Queen Cymede. Now, allow me to return the favor. And she uses her held action to cast Jump on you, Klyx.
Okay.
You see she flashes her shining gladius towards you, and you now have the effects of the jump spell. Anything else from Klyx?
Hold on. What the fuck does jump do?
Jump distance tripled.
You see Klyx doing the butt wiggle that cats do before they make a big leap? He's fixing to jump right from this cage to the hundred-handed one. That's my turn.
Hell yeah. All right. After Klyx, that's Paravex.
Okay. Paravex is going to ride along the outside of this crater, trying to set themselves up to eventually flank with Gron. I'm just going to ride around the back of this thing, and I'm going to stay at range, and I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on it, so make me an intelligence save.
Okay. With Nyxborn advantage, it gets a 16.
Ah, that's my spell save DC. You got it.
Sorry.
Ah, that's fine. That's my turn.
Okay. So then we go to the giant. The giant looks down at Gron and Paravex.
I'm not next to it.
You're still outside of the shrine, though, right?
Yes, but I stayed at a distance to the giant.
Where in relation to Gron do you think you would be? Are you still behind them, or...?
I am on the opposite side of the giant from Gron, about 40 or 50 feet away.
Okay, great. It is going to start wailing into Gron. You can see it takes 4 swords in 4 arms.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Gron, did you attack recklessly?
You know I did.
Okay. First one's definitely going to hit. Second one is a 22. That's going to hit. Third one is an 18 on the dice. That's going to hit.
Oh my god.
Fourth one will miss with a 7 and a 6.
What's it adding? I mean, you don't have to tell us, but wow.
It is adding 11.
Although that would hit then.
That would hit.
17 hits?
7 plus 11 is 18.
18.
Oh, okay. All 4 hit.
Jesus.
I could take it.
I will roll a pile of dice.
Become scared.
Oh my god. Okay, Gron, taking 1, 2, 3, 4 of these large sword swings. You take 64 halved to 32 slashing damage.
I think I did more on my turn.
After the half, you did, but just barely. That is the giant's turn.
Wow. What a statement.
We go back to the top.
I didn't use my reaction. Are you okay, Gron? That's my reaction.
Talking is free.
I know.
I'm fine.
Klyx, you see Cymede next to you. She looks outside as Gron takes this assault. I think your friend could use our help. And she leaps down across the pool, and Gladius Drawn makes an attack. She is going to use a superiority dice.
Okay.
And with it, cast Commander's Strike. Gron, you can immediately attack using your reaction as Cymede swings in and strikes into the leg of this giant.
Uses my reaction?
Yes.
Alright, as well.
I recognize those cloak colors anywhere. Heroes of Akros, to your queen.
Hey, that's right. I heard the news all the way down here. That's another crit.
Yes!
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Alright. Yes, ma'am. Brutal critical is just any time, right?
Yup.
Cool. Here's 3d12. That's 33 slashing
Nice.
Holy shit.
as I'm inspired by the presence of my queen.
Hell yeah.
Mogus. More like Nogus.
Yeah.
She has an extra attack, which she's going to use with advantage as she flanks on the other side of the leg of this giantess Gron. She swings in and will hit, and this time you see the blade of this Gladius spark with lightning, a gift from Keranos, as she deals an extra lightning die. That is her turn as we go to Gron.
Fantastic. This is going well, I think.
Gron, at the start of your turn, can you please make me a Constitution save?
Mm-hmm. It's a 22.
Jesus. That will pass as the aura of Erebos coming off of this giant tries to erode at your flesh. You are able to resist it. Go ahead and take your turn.
Gross. All right, I'm going to use my Blinding Smite. I'm going to put it on this hit right here.
Okay.
It's probably got a pretty high Constitution mod, if I had to guess, but what else am I going to use this on? That actually might miss with a 19.
It's going to use a reaction to deflect the attack.
Right, okay. So I'm going to do it again. And 25 this time.
That'll hit.
All right, nice. Okay, so now roll a con save, please.
Jesus. It got a 26.
Yeah, that definitely passes. And so, let's see, what's the damage here?
Oh, that will definitely pass, but you can see as you go to swing in with this smite, Cymede, in a flash, using a reaction, casts Chronal Shift, and is gonna try and give this giant disadvantage.
Nice.
What is this character?
Yeah.
This character is Battlemaster Chronergy Wizard.
What the fuck?
That's like a very broken subclass.
It's only a 3-level dip, so it's not that broken. Well, it's still a little broken, but... Polymede was the Storm Sorcerer. I didn't want to just make another Storm Sorcerer.
No, it's good. I'm glad she's here.
And the giant fails on a natural 5.
Really?
Woof.
Let me calculate out all this damage here now. So we've got 19 slashing to begin with, 2 necrotic, 18 radiant,
Jesus.
and because it failed the con save after all, it is blinded.
It is blinded. Awesome.
And that's on my concentration.
Very cool.
And it makes that save at the end of each of its turns. No action required.
You got it. Awesome. Anything else from Gron?
I think I'm good.
All right. Up next is Klyx.
Okay, I guess I got jump on me. Am I able to jump to this 100-handed one?
You can jump to basically anywhere you want.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
You could jump up to the full height of this creature's size. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to jump towards it and attack.
Okay.
Okay, yep. It's a crit.
Jesus Christ. We're a round and a half in, and we've got 3 crits already.
3 crits.
That's 44 piercing damage. You see
Nice.
Klyx jump from this cage, and to slow his fall, he just stabs into the rib cage of this thing and just glides it down the side of this giant as he slowly makes his way to the ground.
Jesus fuck.
Awesome.
Let's do the offhand. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Klyx feeling way too cool and just whiffs. That's my turn.
All right. After Klyx, that is Paravex.
Alright, so if Gron and Cymede are flanking, I'll ride into the flank with Klyx. First of all, I'll get some pounce action going.
Hell yeah.
Not get prone. I think we can do that.
I don't think I can. 24 is gonna hit?
Yes. It can't use its reaction while it's blind, so it'll definitely hit.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Fucking nice.
Alright, so it's gonna be 5 points of slashing damage, and target must succeed a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone. No size limit on that.
Bullshit. All right.
Make a strength save. DC 13.
It passes.
Yeah, I figured I was fishing for a nat 1 there.
More or less.
Yeah. So now I will make my attacks with my pact weapon. I've got a 24 to hit
That'll hit.
for minimum 8 slashing damage, magical, and a 25 to hit
Hits.
for 14 magical slashing damage.
Nice.
And that's all I got in the chamber.
All right. After Paravex, we go back to the giant, who is blinded. However, it's going to look down at this gathering of heroes at its feet.
We look more like weird little blurred lines at this point. We're blurry ants.
Turn and direct its head down as from its mouth it exhales a noxious gust, a 60-foot line, 10 feet wide. So it's going to get the last 2 people that attacked it, which are going to be Klyx and Paravex in this. Can you please make me Constitution saves as you take the brunt of this deadly mist?
Yeah, make Constitution saves.
11.
Okay, well, I got a unnatural 20, but Pumice is definitely going away on a 9.
Okay. Pumice definitely goes away. Klyx and Pumice take 32 necrotic damage. Klyx, you're knocked prone.
Fuck, this isn't an attack, is it?
No.
Okay.
Paravex, you take 16 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Klyx just practically gets haymakered by this mist. Doesn't even make a noise, just slammed into the fucking ground. Hurt.
And that is the giant's whole turn. As we go back to the top.
Wait, do you want to make the save? I hate to ask.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Passes.
Yeah, of course it passes. It was a good turn, though.
That was a great turn.
That's good shit.
Giant is no longer blind as we go back to Cymede. At the start of her turn, she's going to make the same save against the Aura of Erebos, which she will fail. She takes a bit of damage, but you also see bits of flesh succumb to this necrotic damage. She cannot regain any hit points until her next turn. She will look to the 2 of you who just took the brunt of that attack. There wouldn't happen to be a healer among you?
I can restore vitality if it becomes necessary. Are you injured?
I say that for your own sake, but I am glad to know. But I will try my part as well. And she's going to use one of her superiority dice to rally, I suppose, Klyx, since Klyx just got really hurt. Klyx, you gain 11 temporary hit points, and then she's going to make her 2 attacks. First one will miss as the giant uses its reaction to deflect her sword. The second will hit. You see a bit of lightning damage in this swing. As we go back over to Gron.
All right, so he's no longer blind, so I got my concentration back. So I'm going to put a Wrathful Smite on this one.
Also, just so you know, you are immune to this aura since you already saved from it.
Gotcha. This is a not reckless attack. That's a 28 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Nice. for 19 slashing, 6 necrotic, and 4 psychic. And a wisdom saving throw, please.
That is going to be a 15.
My spell save DC would be 16.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Just fails.
It fails, and it is frightened of me.
You see the fear try to take hold in this giant's massive face, but it seems to be immune as it quickly washes over the figure.
Wow. All right. That would have been fun.
Andy, did you pretend to be excited for Jimmy for the fail, knowing it was fucking immune?
I want you to roll well.
You fucking bully.
But then I looked at the stat block and it says condition immunity's frightened. Sorry.
I wouldn't be frightened of anything either. If I was a 100-handed one, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Big scary guy made of rocks.
Yeah, it's the scariest thing around.
But you can see after that swing, it is starting to look hurt. You can see visible fragments of its body starting to crumble as you just really fucking wail into this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. And that's a 29 to hit.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yep. 16 slashing damage.
Okay.
So, yeah, just chopping away at this giant's legs.
I'll say.
I'm glowing red, my axe is glowing red, there's lightning here.
You are quite a fierce fighter, and I quite like the lightning.
Thank you.
Though the axe is a little bit grotesque.
Hold on.
Just nothing from Gron.
Reasonable grunt.
Reasonable grunt.
Reasonable grunt.
It's all it ever needs to be. It's all it has.
Reasonable, agreeing grunt.
Sure.
It gets the job done.
Oh, what a guy, you know? Fuck.
What a guy. After that exchange, now we go to Klyx.
Nothing special with these. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can and hope I'm not targeted, so I'm going to attack.
Before you make that attack, go ahead and give me a con save.
Fuck you. 18.
Tie goes to the
Defender for saves.
defender. Yeah, that will just pass.
Okay.
And you save against the aura.
I'm sorry, it's another crit.
Holy hell. Okay.
Klyx looks over to Gron like, we got this one.
We always got it.
Pretty easy to have it when you can put a 4 up on the crit counter.
Yeah.
God.
36 piercing damage this time.
Okay. A solid hit, but still standing.
And now, offhand, does a 21 hit?
A 21 just misses after it deflects the attack.
Klyx dinks into another toenail. Another toenail dink for Klyx.
All right, anything else from Klyx?
No.
That's Paravex.
Okay, con save?
Yes, thank you. Make a con save.
Yeah, I need to roll a 16. I have a 20% chance to pass this. Let's go! So close at 15. So no, I fail. It's a 17.
Oh, no.
How dire would taking 3d6 necrotic damage be?
Not at all.
Are you asking permission to damage one of the players? That doesn't sound like you. Are you okay, Andy?
No, Cymede has a reaction.
Okay.
You take 12 necrotic damage and cannot recover health until the start of your next turn.
Very good. Okay, well, I'm gonna make attacks. And we've got a nat 20.
Hey.
5 crits!
5 on the crit counter.
Holy
fucking
fuck!
go. Let's do this shit.
Everyone gets some.
So let's add a Divine Smite to this.
Oh my god.
This is going to be 10d8 radiant damage.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
It's a lot.
This thing's got a chunk of health left, but we'll see.
Maybe an even bigger 100-handed one will come out. Just do what Jimmy did.
Wouldn't be the first time. So this is going to be 10d8 radiant damage,
Holy fuck.
and then another 2d8 slashing damage, plus
Wow.
Come on.
my static. Yeah. Okay, I like that.
10d8 is an average of 45.
Nice. That's exactly average. 45 radiant damage,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
and another 18 magical slashing damage.
Incredible.
Wow. That might be the most damage any player has done with a single attack.
63? Maybe. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I think it could be.
Warden probably had 40s and 50s, but I don't think it was this. This is incredible.
Yeah. This is fucking bananas.
High-level smites.
Just give us some flavor. The giant is still standing, but it is quite hurt.
Okay, yeah, I gather some swirling ash from where Pomus vanished, and the magic clings to my sword as I drag it through the dirt, and just explodes as I connect with the giant's leg, and these gold-gray flames rip up its body. I do have an extra attack from Thirsting Blade.
Before you make that extra attack, as this blow lands, a familiar, searing pain slashes into your mind.
Oh, shit.
In a mirrored blow. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Dirty 20.
So close. So close. Yes. Soon. Soon.
You hear this in your mind.
Soon. Soon.
As I make my Thirsting Blade attack.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that might not do it. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 will miss after it is deflected.
Alright. That's my turn.
An impressive turn from Paravex. It is now the giant's turn. Giant looks down. It's going to see if it can recharge its breath weapon. It does not. And so instead, it is going to make 4 attacks. It's going to look at the 2 targets that have been hurting it the most. It's going to make 2 at Paravex and 2 at Gron. Jesus Christ. The 2 at Paravex were a nat 1.
Okay.
Sentinel reaction after this nat 1. That is a 25 to hit
That will hit.
for 15 slashing. Carry on.
Okay. 15, but it is still standing.
Holy shit.
Barely standing. Paravex, a natural 8, I believe, will end up hitting on a 19.
Yes, just barely.
That is going to be 18 slashing damage.
Okay, I have a reaction. Could it make me a dex save?
Okay. Is this a magical effect or spell?
It's Hellish Rebuke!
Hell yeah. With advantage, it does nat 20, but I think it still takes some damage.
It
Yeah.
still takes half. Would I have used a 1st or 4th level spell slot on this?
I shrug my shoulders. It shrugs its 100 shoulders.
Resources are fun to use. I'll go with the 4th level one.
Okay.
So it's going to take half of... it's not super impressive. It takes 8 fire damage.
Oh my god, it is so close to death.
Ah, fuck.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
Okay, Gron.
I can't believe I spent a 4th level spell slot to do 8
To not
damage.
kill it.
The 2 at Gron will both hit. You take 40 slashing damage, halved to 220
Alright.
between the 2 attacks.
How much fucking health does Gron have? You're really nonchalant about the whole affair.
It's got over 100 health and is a barbarian.
I'm around half now.
Okay.
Jesus. Oh my god. That is its turn. We go back to Cymede. She has to keep making the save against the aura because she has not passed yet. She fails again.
Useless ass queen. Jesus. Be better.
She gives you a leer as you think that, Klyx.
Psychic Shroud, you can't detect my thoughts.
She can see it on your face.
Okay. It's that obvious.
She's going to use Chronal Shift and Will Pass. She's going to make 2 attacks and I guess get the kill. Well, if she can hit. Let's see if she hits.
Finish this.
She crits on her first attack.
6 on the crit counter! 6 on the crit counter!
Yeah, I don't even care that she's kill stealing. We want more crits. Let's do it.
It has 2 health left.
There's no way. Yeah, it's done.
Alright, Cymede gets to paint the picture. You can see. She takes her gladius and, sweeping a hand across it, it bursts with a bolt of lightning as she slashes through one leg and up the side and into the giant's torso and in the air, taking the gladius out and shoving it into the chest. Bursting with lightning, the giant shatters into piles of ruined statues. Jumping back to the ground, she lets out a sigh. Well, that's one way to be rescued. I'm Cymede. And we exit initiative.
I'm Gron.
My name is Klyx. Pleasure to rescue.
Gron's gonna bow,
Uh-huh.
try to approximate what he's seen actual Crowans do in the past.
Yeah, and in spite of his snarkiness, Klyx actually will do the same.
Paravex isn't bowing.
Okay.
But you do approach.
Yes.
Well, I can say it's a pleasure to fight beside you. What are you doing in the underworld?
It's a long story.
One might ask you the same question.
She looks at the 3 of you, back at the shrine, and then back to you and says, well, it's just as long a story, I'm sure. By the Crowan colors on you, You wouldn't happen to be looking for me, would you?
I mean, yeah. I didn't expect to find you here, but, I'm always looking for you.
I see. Well, believe me, I didn't want to get trapped in this place. But it's nice to know that Akros really couldn't go very long at all without me. How long have I been down here?
How long has it been?
Since Cymede went missing, it was the end of the battle with Xenagos. So, years.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know. I only just arrived in Akros a little while ago. But it seems like you've been missing a while. A few years at least.
I see. Yes, and a crow and minotaur. Well, you are quite a sight to behold.
Thank you. Gron stands up a little straighter.
And a fierce, fierce fighter. You all are. This is quite fortunate. To answer your question, she looks back to Paravex, I will be completely straight with you. I am here looking for Elspeth.
The Godslayer?
Yes.
Why?
Very shortly after her fight with Xenagos, she was killed, as you may or may not know. But the reasons behind her death were very much assumed by the whole of Theros. People called her the Blessed Martyr, the Radiant Martyr, Champion of the Sun, all of these things, believing that she was killed in the combat with Xenagos. But Keranos showed me the truth. He gave me a vision. Heliod killed Elspeth.
To what end?
That is only what I saw, and I cannot say for sure the motives. But Heliod has always been a complicated god. I have my theories. I've been down here long enough to think of quite a few, but I know what I saw, and I trust the god of storms. And so I set off to find her, to free her from whatever has kept her in the underworld for so long. But, well, then I ran into, she gets a sullen face. Ghost from the past, one might say. I was bested in single combat by a powerful foe. Have any of you heard of Daxos of Meletis?
My other character has.
Paravex spits.
Tome of Understanding. Could I roll history?
Klyx, you can go ahead and roll history. I don't know if Gron, you want to bother, but at this point.
I'll bother,
Okay.
16.
6.
All right. Klyx, you would have at least heard of him, and more or less as much as what we discussed with our scenes with the other party, and that is that they were an oracle from Meletis who could hear and see omens from all of the gods, and traded their life for Elspeth's. That whole deal went awry, wound up as a returned. And that's only as much as anybody would know.
Mm-hmm.
On my 6, have I heard the name Elspeth before?
Yes. Everyone on Theros would have heard of Elspeth.
Gotcha.
Is it well known that Heliod killed Elspeth?
No. People knew Elspeth died after fighting Xenagos, but they didn't know how or why.
So she asked if we know Daxos. I'm somewhat familiar, but what concerns me is what you say about Heliod. Then turning to Gron and Paravex, Sun God Secret. I thought we were done with that, what we found in the Colosseum. But this thread just keeps being pulled.
She sits down in the ash, throwing her gladius to the ground. How many deceits will this sun god play before he will be called the god of deceit? One wonders.
Deception is merely the way of Nyx, Lady Cymede.
Hearing that coming from Paravex, I want to make it clear Gron is showing this hesitation on his face. And I will say this in front of Cymede. Do you believe the claim of Keranos?
Are you saying this to her or to Paravex?
To Paravex.
I do not know.
If deceit is the way of the gods, as you say, the deception could be from any one of them. And then Gron's gonna bow his head and avoid eye contact with Cymede.
She clocks that from you, Gron. Deception, truth, a wide range of emotion and fury. The nature of all of the gods is complicated. Even the ones who are thought to be beings of knowledge, my own Keranos, Ifara, Krufix, just as complicated as the more outwardly malicious Mogus and Phoenix. Good and evil and the very nature of the hearts and minds of humanity displayed in the heavens of Nyx. I don't know how much the three of you know about this, but it is something I've spent a great many years of my life dedicated to studying, and Keranos has shown me much, but there is still so much more we do not understand.
You say Keranos showed you a vision of the God Slayer. Did he show you as well her weapon?
It was like flashes of lightning. It is the Storm God's way. I saw her wielding Cursor, of course, and then the next thing I saw, he had turned it against her, striking her down with his own spear. Why do you ask? You never said, joking aside of finding me, why you're in the underworld.
Queen Cymede, you'd be very proud of the city you left behind. They've overcome much, but not long ago they were attacked. A great siege, many died.
Another siege? Really?
With the help of an extraordinarily talented oracle of Clothis, we were able to trace it to this figure known as the Nightmare Muse.
You can see an immediate look of concern grow on her face.
So you're familiar?
It is one of the names I have come across in my research. Their influence on the polis of Melitus, their raising the necropolis of Iritus. I know these events well. They are a dangerous entity.
And their penchant for control and danger didn't end with Iritus or Melitus. It spread to Akros. Some sort of pollution. The blood of Croxet.
A titan?
It hardly matters anymore. That problem is solved.
Please go on.
A few leads later, and another successful encounter, no thanks to Gron and I, with one of Phoenix's oracles, and here we are in the underworld, looking for a few things, one of which, some sun god's secret. So, us sitting here talking to you about all of this, it almost feels like...
Destiny.
Destiny.
You know, before I was bested by Daxos the Returned, I saw the god of destiny rising. I saw her reach up through Agonis, piercing those red clouds. I saw her leave the underworld, and even here I felt the tremors of her threads of fate, clawing at the fabric of our world. So violent, trying to reorder the whole of Theros. It is no coincidence that these events have unfolded the way that they have. God of destiny or not, you must understand. Ashiok, this Nightmare Muse, and Elspeth, beings like them have had an incredible impact on the history of this world.
What do you mean, like them?
I will explain more, but we really shouldn't stay here. That giant is not the only dangerous thing I think this shrine contains.
Can we still see the sky with the portals to Nyx from where we are now?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the falling star still overhead?
Falling Star is still overhead.
What other danger lies here?
She points out to the remains of the ruined statues that once were the form of this giant. Those ruins. Do any of you know what the figures of those statues once were?
No, but I'm guessing they animate and attack us, and we need to get the hell out of here before we have to kill them, right?
They are merely statues, but what they represented was something far more dangerous than giants.
Archons.
That's correct. That star above us has only been here a short while. Do you know why it appeared here?
Klyx looks to Paravex.
Paravex shakes their head.
We don't know.
Both of you roll deception.
I haven't rolled deception in a while. I know my mod is huge.
Ooh, yeah. In true Paravex fashion, that's only an 8. Paravex hates lying.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Paravex, she hones in on you, pointing to Klyx and Gron. From the look on both of them, I can tell they've dealt with Akros and its people. But you, where are you from? Are you still wearing your Meletian colors?
They would be covered in ash,
Right,
but the style would be Meletian.
yeah, Melitus, if I were to guess.
Once upon a time, but I am homeless, an outlander.
And if I were to guess at why you were here, it would have something to do with what's behind that? And she points to the black glass on the ground.
Oracle of Keranos. What do you know of the philosophy of your remedies?
I know it well enough. I've studied it, in its volumes that were not burned by the Meletians. Many in Theros would dismiss it wholly.
The fanatics of Erois in your polis are no less eager to persecute so-called heresy,
You are quite right. My husband the king put many to the sword for it.
then you know the tools that I require in order to change the world.
She points up to the nearest rift in the underworld sky, and with a hint of a smirk, she says, "And what if, as Queen of Akros, I were to give you permission in the continuation of this quest? It would seem we have a war of the gods on our hands."
I am an outlander. I do not recognize the authority of Akros. But if I have it,
I take out the remembrance and show it to her.
this is what brought me here.
I see. Under any other circumstance of the state of this world, we would be enemies, Outlander. Make no mistake. But Heliod must be stopped, whatever he is up to on the surface. Do you understand?
I look at Gron and Klyx, and then back to Cymede.
I understand the necessity for these partnerships of convenience.
Very well. She gestures to the shrine.
I suppose I'll walk towards it, and I suppose I'll look into this strange glass pool.
You look down, and like Klyx before, you see a flawless glass surface that is completely black. Holding this remembrance, you feel a weight on your chest, like someone is squeezing your heart while it is still inside you. Go ahead and roll a con save.
Okay. I'm not even joking. Nat 20. 22.
With this remembrance in hand, you can feel this power trying to destroy you from the inside out, trying to literally turn you into ash from the inside. But you remain standing. And just to give you the narrative reins for a moment, describe what you would like to do here. You can feel that this remembrance will undo whatever magic you are staring down at.
Paravex searches in their mind for their connection to Tefranos, and finding it, closes their eyes for a moment, and opens them again, and is standing in a void, looking at the Archon, sitting atop their great white lion mount, fully armored, faceless helmet, looking down at them.
You have come. Gron and Klyx, you see Paravex has, almost as if there was no longer a surface there, sunk into this black void.
Paravex.
Klyx will walk up to the edge just to look in at a closer look, but will not follow yet.
You see nothing.
Did Paravex hear me? Shout out.
Paravex did not hear you.
When last you tread the surface, mortals were young, and you reigned over them harshly. But now it is you who requires the aid of mortals. A partnership. If you have ambitions of despotism, then you shall remain here. But if you fight for the freedom of souls of clay and souls of stars alike,
Oh, Paravex, I have given you so much, and you have journeyed all this way through brimstone and hellfire. And you would like to bargain with your great patroness? Why should I?
because I hold the key to your prison, and because freedom is worth fighting for. I should not need to explain this to one held captive for so long.
You can see the visage in which you have envisioned her shimmers slightly and wanes to a form bound by heavy golden chains, just for a moment before shifting back to the form in which you have envisioned her. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Gladly. Oh, not so gladly. Only an 11 on a 3 on the dice.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another con save.
That's an 18.
Okay, that will just pass, but you can feel a similar feeling, this burning sensation inside you.
So long, so long. You cannot even imagine. No mortal can even imagine. The gods will know my wrath. That is what you want. That was our pact. A god of ashes. That is what I am.
What drew me to you was never your power. You called to those with nothing, to those despairing, to those whom the gods had scorned. But if you will scorn us as well, then we are better off without you.
I turn and walk away, and I crush the remembrance in my hand.
Okay, I don't want to take this completely insane, amazing moment away from you. You go to turn and walk away. Make another con save.
No, we are not done. You will not walk away from me.
Bad at con saves. But that's an 18.
Once again, that is literally the DC. That passes. You see, as she shouts out, this illusion shatter. And the last image you see of Tefranos is that of a bound, broken Archon. The weight of more gold in chains than you could ever dream of in your entire life. This accord between Heliod and Erebos, damning this entity to this black hole. You turn, and as you do, Gron and Klyx, you see Paravex reappear, standing on the glass of this pool, just as they break this remembrance in their hand. Paravex, as you do, you sense the immense power that has been granted to you by this Archon shatter. All of your warlock levels are gone.
I'm just the same second level paladin that got banished from Meletus.
And you are a second level paladin.
Oh my god.
However, you feel in your mind the option of 2 legendary weapons break from this remembrance.
Holy shit.
These are both barbarian weapons. Because this is from
Radon.
Rodinos, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rodinos, sorry, the fucking Theros version of Radon.
But for this truly epic moment, Paravex, I am going to reward you with any one class level you want as you begin your path towards some form of redemption.
I'm gonna have to redo my character sheet a little bit.
You can think about this. I'm leaving this pretty open-ended. If you want to respec those levels fully paladin, or try and reach out to something else as a warlock patron, whatever, I'm not gonna say you're level 2 for the rest of this campaign.
Yeah.
It's open-ended, but you are no longer in service to Tefranos after that scene.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep going paladin.
Okay.
I would need to think about what oath I'm taking. Probably Oath of Vengeance.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say I am now a 3rd level Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Okay.
You're not taking that barbarian dip for these weapons? Damn. I'm looking at this text.
Paravex also has an 18 strength. Like, they're no slouch.
That's true. Yeah, you could definitely use these.
Do you have an 18 strength? I mean, if any of that came from ASI, it probably went away.
I don't know what came from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I might have started with an 18 strength and then used the ASIs to boost my charisma. I don't remember what leveling decisions I made.
So anyways.
I step out of this, I crush the thing, and I take my Oath of Vengeance.
Incredible.
Wow.
No, my voice is different now.
Yeah, it is.
My fight against the stars is not over.
What the fuck? Okay. Paravex.
Klyx,
Is that like still your name now, or is it different?
my name has always been Paravex.
Okay. Well, you look great.
I have felt better.
What's happened?
I will need another tool. Elspeth killed a god. Lead us to her.
Fucking hell yeah.
Very nice. Before this fully gets in our rear view, just got to say something, Pharos and Scala and episode 9 and doing really dramatic shit with quest items. That's all.
Yeah, it's the time to do it. Can I have this Star-Scourged Twin Greatswords?
I bet Paravex wants them simply for the damage.
Yeah, I know.
Even if I ask for them later at some point, you have them now. I'm a 3rd level paladin.
You want this? I offer Paravex the Blood Axe of Fury.
Well, this is an impressive weapon. Yes, I think I could do some damage with this.
Incredible. So, Gron, you pick up these 2 enormous greatswords that have appeared after the remembrance of the Scourge of Stars was broken. They are a set of twin black greatswords, etched with gold veins all up and down the blades. And they come with a number of abilities that we will see unfold. But yeah, you now have these 2 greatswords.
Nice.
These are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous you get something so much fun to play with.
I haven't even fully read through it yet.
I've read half of it, and it's already nuts.
Simply put, as a bonus action, you can AoE knockback, and then as the next action, you can AoE all of those people and force them towards you, and each of those things deals a number of damage and all that. So it's basically like you're gravity waving them back and forth and knocking them all over the place. Yeah, it's...
Wow. Pretty cool.
Okay. So, anyways, Paravex said something to Cymede, and she says, "Very well, let's get moving." And she begins to lead the 3 of you out of this crater and back through the Mire of Punishment. But she moves through this environment as if she has prior knowledge of its nature. Her steps guided not just by faith, but by cleverness. The 3 of you can see a mind always at work as she travels, leading this party. After a little while, she says, "Illysia is not far from here. Come to think of it, how did you make it all the way down to Tizeris? We're in the lowest layer of the known underworld."
Well, first we had that oracle that I told you about. Then we, kicked the shit out of the Colosseum and Agnes. Not really a problem for us. And then we were rewarded by a demon when the sky was falling apart, thanks to Erebos, to get to Tizeris. It's been a journey, is what I'm telling you.
Remarkable. Well, flying into Tizeris on a demon has certainly saved you an even longer trek down here. If you had tried to climb down from the cliffs that barrier Agnes from any lower levels, you would have likely landed in Illysia instead if you'd had survived the climb. That is where we are headed. The paradise that is the final resting place of Theros' greatest heroes. That is where I believe Elspeth to be.
That would make sense. Well, a change of scenery from this and Agnes would be certainly appreciated.
I can say the same. That is for sure. Truly, the deceits of Heliod must come to an end. She continues leading the 3 of you as you talk, and I'm going to have us make one more check for our Mire of Punishment trek with Cymede rolled in as well. So everybody is going to roll in 2 phases, their choice of survival, stealth, perception, investigation, arcana, insight, or nature. The first is to not get spotted. The second is to not get lost.
Well, 3rd level paladin Paravex only got a 5.
That's a 16.
19 on the first roll.
Cymede can do a couple of things to help here. You can see she's scanning the terrain, and she's going to use a tactical assessment superiority die, her second to last one for the day, to add it to the roll. Still only getting a 19 as well, though. Shit, it doesn't pass. Oh, man. You can see, as you continue along this path that she is leading you, she suddenly stops with a hand up. Something's coming. Everybody take cover. And over the next ridge of black, rocky outcroppings, you see one of these nightmare shepherds begin coming into view. What do the 3 of you do?
What's a Nightmare Shepherd?
It's a demon.
It is a big demon.
Fuck, I don't have Disguise Self anymore. Not that I think I could really do anything that would work, but just turn into a 100-handed one, which I know I also can't do.
How do you do, fellow demons?
How do you do, my fellow demons?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, that's great.
Gron is just assessing our odds here after that combat. Paravex is now significantly reduced in power.
She's given you this warning, so you can hide, you can prepare to fight, or you can hide and prepare to fight. Gron, if you want to roll insight or perception as you see this demon approaching, try and size it up a little bit.
Okay. It's a 16.
Okay. It does look quite fearsome. It is definitely Nyxborn. You can remember Agadimo saying that these are the enforcers of Erebos here in Tizeris. But even so, its large horns and the large crooked staff that it carries and its large Nyx wings, it still doesn't look as big as Agadimos himself was.
Okay.
We've done well enough before without any preparedness. Let's use what little time we have to try and hide. Avoid this altogether.
I agree. But be ready to fight.
I will attempt to hide.
Okay, everybody give me stealth.
That's a 20.
25.
7.
Oh, no.
I'm in heavy armor. Disadvantage.
Maybe we should fight it and power level Paravex a little bit.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. This demon definitely knows there's something here on Paravex's 7, but I will give you 1 round as it approaches from approximately 100 feet away to do whatever you want before we roll initiative.
All right, I guess I'll rage.
Yeah, I guess we're fucking doing this.
Put myself in front of Paravex broadly, within a few feet.
Okay.
Yeah, Klyx will get as close as they can and then also hide.
Okay. Cymede sees that you are preparing for battle. All right. I admire your courage. Who would like to try and get the jump first?
You follow close behind me, right, Gron?
Always, when I can see you.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay. She puts her hand on your arm, Klyx, and she's going to cast Gift of Alacrity. You add a D8 to your initiative rolls.
Cool.
As she does, she also slips you a dagger.
Thanks.
It is not an ordinary dagger. And... Come on.
I mean, you said a dagger, so I was like, okay, I fucking have a better one, but okay.
Klyx, you look down, and it is no ordinary dagger.
Is it a 3 paragraphs of text in Theros chat dagger? Like Gron's greatsword, maybe? Or
The Star Scourge dagger.
Klyx is gonna take it. No, I rolled the dice plenty of times before. We'll see what this does. What do we get, baby?
You look down, and you see that this is a beautiful blue-bladed dagger. And then she's going to look at Paravex, and she says, "Are you feeling courageous as well?"
I have no choice.
These demons are capable of instilling deep fear into anyone it comes across. But as a lifelong companion to my husband, the king, I have developed an aura that should help with that.
Ah, I see.
Lifelong companion.
Right. Yeah.
I have that too.
Ah, you have a lifelong companion as well. Very good. Any other actions from anyone?
I know Pumice went away, but is Pumice still a thing in your kit now?
Not until 5th level.
Yeah, Pumice is gone.
I will be able to cast Find Steed at 5th level, and I plan to, but...
Holy shit.
Klyx, did you do anything?
As much movement as I can and then hide. I didn't roll stealth.
Okay, roll stealth.
It's 30.
Okay.
I mean, do you want me to roll stealth anymore? I have to, I understand, but like...
There's still a 1 on your d20.
There is.
Was there anything from Paravex?
Paravex is gonna get behind everybody. Oh, I will cast Protection from Evil and Good on my stuff, because I still have that from being an Iconoclast.
All right, now that you have done as much prep as you can do as this demon approaches, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
27.
5.
20.
Yeah, that's more or less where I thought it would land. Okay, up first is Klyx.
So I think I have enough movement to get to this thing from hiding.
Absolutely.
Okay. Doing that and attacking. Yeah, 26 ought to do it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 26 piercing damage.
Awesome.
And then offhand, Klyx didn't really take much of a look at the dagger, but is going to try and strike with it anyway.
Nice.
It's no longer with advantage, though. This is 27 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, I know. And that is 3 piercing damage. And then Klyx is very surprised to see, as he strikes into this creature, some sort of crackling electricity that also strikes true with 3 lightning damage.
Nice. And as you do that, you gain advantage on your next wisdom or intelligence save.
Klyx feels a steely resolve as he removes the blade from this creature.
Nice. Anything else from Klyx?
Nope.
Gron's up next.
Yeah, I just realized I am not attuned to this new weapon.
I'll say from then to now you could have attuned with it.
Oh, okay. Just in transit here.
It would have been long enough.
Got it. Cool. Let's see how this feels. Gron is going to draw both of these great swords from his back and take them for a test drive here.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm going to charge in and let's try for a Wrathful Smite here. And yeah, I'm just going to attack recklessly with one of these swords to begin with. Let's see how it goes. And that is a 27 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
That's good. That is 17 slashing damage.
Nice.
And 3 force damage on that first hit. Oh, and 1 psychic damage.
Nice.
And wisdom saving throw, unless it's immune to the fear condition.
I do wonder if a creature called the Nightmare Shepherd is immune to fear.
It is.
Yeah, of course it is. Okay. Then there's no other effect behind that saving throw. So
Okay.
that's that. And then second sword. 19?
A 19 just hits.
That's good. Lower damage on that one. That's 10 slashing. And 4 force.
Okay. You can see you slash into this purple Nyxborn flesh, and you can see starlight flung off of the figure of this demon, already looking injured.
Oh, good.
Anything else from Gron?
No.
Okay, the Nightmare Shepherd is up next. It is already hurt, but it is going to look down at these mortals, and it is going to use Herd the Underworld. I would like somebody to roll a d6 for me.
2.
Okay. You can see that it slams its large staff into the ground, and rising up out of the shadows, 2 shadows appear and roll into the initiative.
I say 2, I meant 0.
Doesn't appear on a d6, I'm afraid.
I rolled a d100 out of protest.
That was its action, and the shadows take their turns. They're going to attack Klyx and Gron. One will attack Gron for a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Gron, you take 9 points of necrotic damage, and I need you to roll a d4.
2.
Your strength score is reduced by 2
The fuck?
as its strength drains you.
The hell?
You see
Jesus.
it strikes out at you with these shadowy claws and almost pulling off of your flesh this essence. Feel a bit weaker. Klyx, does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Okay. You dodge the strength drain attack,
Yeah, I don't come for any of my stats.
and that is the shadows' turns. We go to Cymede, who is going to look at these 2 shadows, look at the Nightmare Shepherd. She's going to attack the Nightmare Shepherd. She's going to swing in with 2 attacks. 1 hit, 1 miss. You see her deal some lightning damage on this attack. Don't back down! We can make quick work of this! And that is Paravex.
I brandish the Blood Axe of Fury and charge over the hill.
Oh my lord.
Nice.
It helps if you scream Blood Axe of Fury while you swing it.
That's right.
Very well. I point at the Nightmare Shepherd, and with a vow of enmity, I scream, Blood Axe of Fury!
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So that's my bonus action to channel Divinity. These attacks will be made with advantage. 22 should hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay. This is a fiend, correct?
Yes, it is.
So I will use a Divine Smite on it.
Doesn't matter what level you are, you still got smites. We're in a place with a lot of fiends.
So, let me see. We've got 1d12, a d6 of necrotic damage, and 3d8 radiant damage. Should I roll any of those separately for resistance?
Yes, the necrotic will be resisted.
Okay. It's 1, so
Cool. 1.
1. But we've got 10 points of magical slashing and 17 radiant damage.
Fucking nice.
Shit.
Excellent.
And I have one attack as a level 3 paladin.
That was a
so
good
that's
one,
a me.
That's a me, Paravexio.
Awesome. Does your smite look any different?
Yes. There is no more gray in the gold flame that lights along the edge of the Blood Axe of Fury. It's just this flickering gold flame that looks like the sunrise.
Awesome. That is Paravex's turn. We go back to the top with Klyx.
Please kill this thing before it gets another turn.
Klyx, on the start of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, which you make with advantage.
I make an advantage now, which is good. One of them was a nat 20. Thank you. Come again.
Jesus.
Get the fuck away from me. Don't touch me. Don't even talk to me.
Okay, you can feel this nightmare shepherd exerting an aura of nightmares. What do you know? But you are able to resist it.
I'm a kitty cat. I'm a sleep soundy little boy. No nightmares for me, thank you. Unless your name is Ashiok, don't even fucking try. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna attack now. If I wasn't already, before I make this attack, I would get into a flank with Gron, now that I'm fully out of hiding. 24.
Yes.
I like higher levels. You know, it's easier to hit. It's great.
Okay, so shut the fuck up and stop flaunting your level 9 asses.
Oh
in front
shit,
of me.
sorry. I actually said that totally forgetting what happened literally 20 minutes ago. 29 piercing damage.
Okay. Klyx, you strike in, and you can see that this nightmare shepherd is bloodied. It is starting to come apart at the seams. This purple and black starlight pouring out of its wounds. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll keep trying to do that with my offhand.
Okay.
One of them's a 19, but this weapon doesn't give a shit about 19s, which is a bummer. Which is a total of 28 to hit.
That will hit.
There's a 4 on the d4. And then
Nice.
3 lightning damage.
Awesome. Klyx, paint a picture.
Okay. Yes. After striking through with his short sword, Klyx does a quick follow-up jab with the new bolt blade dagger that he has received. And as he strikes into this thing, lightning pours from the wound and just crackles the entire figure with electricity as it shakes, convulses, and then explodes in necrotic energy.
Awesome. You can see that the shadows that this nightmare shepherd has conjured to its aid also fade out of existence. But as they die, I need those within melee range of them, which is still Klyx and Gron, to give me con saves, please.
26.
17.
Okay. Those will both pass, so you can see the necrotic gust that they stir up as they dissipate, wash over you with no effect, and we exit initiative. As this combat was going on, I was doing a little side shenanigans because Jimmy made an offhanded joke about power leveling Paravex. I looked into the EXP a Nightmare Shepherd gives compared to the difference between level 3 and level 4. Paravex, you level up.
Nice.
Awesome.
Is Paravex going to temporarily enjoy both milestone and standard EXP rules where applicable?
Yes, I like that
I
very
love that.
much. That's what we're doing
yeah.
now.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not?
My charisma's back up to 18. Let's go.
Excellent.
One more level, you got extra attack. I mean, we've really unlocked you at that point.
Cymede sheaths her gladius. The three of you continue to amaze me. Well done. Do any of you need a rest? Come to think of it, we've been traveling for quite a while now.
As someone that's never really enjoyed temp HP, how long does it last?
While you're answering that, where's my strength score right now?
That is still lowered, and these are temp HP, so you have them until they go away.
Okay.
You use them up as the first damage you would take, and then once they're gone, they're gone. It's like a bubble.
Okay. I guess Klyx would look to the two companions. I can weather one, maybe two more storms, but I feel like any rest we get would be much better in Illysia. I'd prefer to move on.
Then let us press on.
Agreed.
Okay. And she continues leading your party through the outskirts of Tisserus. You can see now that the mire that you've been traveling through becomes less dense. There are less bog pits and these open swamps of black ichor. And getting back into the second phase of this skill check, let's go ahead and have one more roll.
It's only a 10.
13.
24.
The old Klyx carry. Cymede, not bad either. Getting a 21 perception. Okay, that will pass the threshold. And as she leads you you begin to see on the horizon a plateau as far as you can see from side to side, rising straight out of this muck. She points up. There, it's coming into sight. We are almost to paradise.
Not a moment too soon.
I've been thinking as we've been traveling. You've mentioned Ashiok, and she points to Paravex. You yourself have quite the vendetta against gods. I know that there must be some greater purpose yet to fulfill in this for all of us. But Elspeth and Ashiok, the reason they have been able to have such a tremendous impact on Theros, well, come to think of it, it's also the same reason that the usurper god Xenagos was also able to have such a tremendous impact on this world. And that is because they are planeswalkers. Those quizzical looks on the three of your faces will lead me to believe that the three of you have no idea what I'm talking about. Klyx and Gron, you can go ahead and roll history with advantage for me.
Natural 20.
Fuck right off, Geppi, what the hell?
You gave me fucking advantage. Don't get pissed at me. Start your shit. My mod's only a +1, though, so maybe that sweetens the deal for you.
Okay.
18.
Okay, nice.
Oh, Jimmy doesn't get yelled at for the 18. Whoa, suddenly I'm public enemy number 1.
What is the vibe tonight?
9 crits. 9 crits. That's what the vibe is tonight. The two of you would, at the most, recall Krufix bringing this up the first time Ashiok was revealed to you during your fight with Marukios. When they were revealed, Krufix called them a planeswalker, a meddling planeswalker, that they are not of the world of Theros.
My god saw fit to reveal a little to me, but if you keep talking, perhaps that would reveal more. All I know is something to do with travel between places outside of Theros. I don't know how Klyx would qualify world hopping shit.
Yeah, I think that's pretty appropriate, what you've got so far. Yes, well, in all my research and investigation, meditation, and communing with Keranos, I only know a little bit more, if I'm to be honest, but you are correct. Krufix has the right of it, after all. Elspeth and Ashiok, specifically, are not from this world. They're from other worlds. And they have the ability, along with Xenagos, to travel between these places, as you have said.
Other worlds?
It's a lot to take in.
Alright, well, you got Theros, you got Nyx, the underworld. There's other worlds?
Well, funny you should think of it that way. That's somewhat how I've been able to process it myself, is not too dissimilar than how one would travel from the surface of Theros into the underworld, or were they to be so blessed as to travel to Nykthos, or the Temple of Mystery at the edge of the world, journey into Nyx.
But these places are just further away?
Oh yes, the boundaries between our world and those are much, much greater, and yet they are able to pass through them. And, as you can see from their actions alone, disrupt and change the course of history wherever they go, the course of destiny wherever they go.
I don't suppose you know why.
Why? Why they have come here? Why they do what they do? Not even your God of Horizons knows that. And that makes them even more dangerous.
But they are mortal.
Klyx will look down, and then when Paravex says that, we'll look back up. A look that says, that's right, they are mortal. Gonna look over to Gron and counting with fingers. We saved Akros. We're saving Theros.
You see Gron also make the same finger gestures with his beefy hands.
Now we just save a bunch of other worlds, too.
How hard could it be?
Exactly. We'll do it.
Perhaps their motivations are as simple as those of mortals. Perhaps they crave what we crave. Purpose. Looking at Klyx. Knowledge. I don't think Paravex knows what motivates Gron because Paravex has never met Califax.
I really had to hold back just now from saying, Gron just wants to grill.
That's staying in.
Perhaps they simply want to grill.
Fucking amazing.
Oh,
God.
Well, it doesn't matter how human their motivations are. It's the means with which they pursue them. I think we all agree it needs to be stopped.
Yes, well, One only need look at the actions of Xenagos himself to see that you've got the right of it. Power is strong mortal motivation. After finishing this stretch of conversation with Queen Cymede, you find yourselves at the base of this towering plateau, the sheer black rock stretching up into the clouds. There should be a rather precarious set of stairs somewhere around here. At least that's how I got down. Everybody roll me investigation or survival.
15.
23.
8.
On the 23, you spot in the distance a narrow, winding stone staircase built directly into the side of this cliff. Think Frodo and Sam scaling into...
Better not be a fucking spider on top of this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you approach?
Recklessly. Just gonna go.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna send you straight into the secret boss lair of Arastra of the Endless Web. No, I'm not gonna do that.
That makes you Gollum. Don't be Gollum.
Yeah.
Be better.
Shit, this stat block actually looks pretty great.
Well, actually, I think canonically she guards a different entrance to the underworld.
Yeah, no, she
Is
does.
that Ral Zarek?
Ral Zarek shows up as a tooltip whenever you got your lore wrong, basically.
Oh, that's great. Ral Zarek is the Clippy of Pods of the Multiverse. Oh my god. Okay, right. Well, I suppose there's no better way to start than to just go for it. Very well. And she gestures to Gron if you would like to lead the way.
A small bow. Yes, my queen.
Nice. And the four of you begin climbing this staircase. A little less structured of a skill challenge. This one will be open-ended. With what skill would the three of you get up this very narrow, precarious stone staircase up the side of this cliff?
Oh, I'd like to use acrobatics.
Athletics.
I would like to use intimidation to scare the stairs into being more even.
Be better.
No, I'll use athletics.
All right, go ahead and roll them.
15.
13.
20, dirty.
The first check, all of those pass. The DC increases by 2. Go ahead and roll again.
Same skill, if we want.
If you want, yeah.
That's worse. 12. That fails.
23.
23 as well.
Damn you.
Okay. Gron, that does fail. I'm going to need you to make a dex save.
Cool. Can I see what's happening?
Yes, you can, as the steps of the stairs that you are currently on give way completely and begin tumbling down the side.
Okay. These are bad rolls. 13.
Okay. That will fail as Gron begins tumbling down these stairs.
Fuck. So much heavier than me. Quick, help him.
It's alright, I could take it.
I know you can. Do I save the chronal shift for this or not? On round 1 of falling, you take 10 bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and repeat the dex save.
Am I just tumbling?
Yes.
Okay, that's 18.
Okay, that will pass. You do take an additional 8 bludgeoning damage, but you manage to grab a hold of some of these stairs. So Paravex and Klyx, you see Gron a ways further down.
Don't worry about me. Keep going.
Does it feel like these stairs are only made precarious when moving? Can we just wait for Gron to catch back up without any risk?
Just passively, it looks like you could just wait.
Okay, yeah, we'll wait for Gron to get back. Or I will, anyway. Gron's my buddy.
So, Gron, to get back to where your allies are, I am going to have you repeat that second tier skill check.
Is there any way for me to grant the help action to point out where not to step on the stairs? Or might I roll something to enable that?
Klyx, what would you like to do to help Gron as you see him struggle to get back up these stairs?
In the words of Jib, oh, look over there.
God damn it.
Simple but effective.
It's very...
No, hold on. Klyx, roll investigation.
It's okay, it's a 16.
I'll say that'll give Gron advantage.
Thank God. That was a nat 1.
Jeez.
I'm gonna roll a -1 next somehow. That's a 5 now. Okay, hold on. So
Give me another dex save.
Sorry, it's a total of 14. Does that still fail?
No, that will pass.
Okay, I've got a good mod. I'm just rolling low single digits.
Okay, so Gron is caught back up with the party at the second tier. You look up and you can begin to see the top of this in the distance. You think you're about halfway up these stairs. Let's go ahead and have another check.
Okay.
Probably good. 24.
14.
18.
14?
Yeah.
That will just pass. Cymede also just rolling a 14.
Okay, wow.
The stairs getting very unstable. Rightly so, as this is literally a path from paradise into the depths of the underworld.
Wait, are you saying that this is some sort of stairway to heaven that we're on?
No! Oh my god. How could you?
You designed the encounter, my friend!
You're right.
Cymede brought us here. It's like she's buying a stairway to heaven.
It was right there all along. Oh my god. Okay, this is the last check. This is the highest DC. Go ahead and roll. Cymede gets a 19.
Yeah, I deserve that. 10.
So, Gron spends days just axing down demons in the underworld.
Yeah.
Only to be bested by a staircase.
Only to be a complete klutz up these stairs.
That's a 12.
Okay.
As we wind on down the road, I got a 23.
Klyx, just like it's not even a problem. Paravex and Gron, go ahead and give me some dex saves.
With advantage. That's a 7.
Okay.
6!
Alright. She knows Gron can take a hit. She's gonna spend her last chronal shift on Paravex. Go ahead and re-roll.
Oh, thank you. It's lower. It's a 3.
Okay. Alright. On the first round, both of you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
There's still time to change the road we're on.
You gotta stop.
You can tell it's getting late when they're just coming every other sentence. The both of you are falling. You've already gone 1 round. You've taken damage. Roll the dex save again.
4.
15.
Fucking, oh my god.
Gron, you pass. And Paravex, in response, she draws her gladius and points it down. And you can see in a flash, she casts Levitate on you. You are no longer falling.
Oof. Well, that's nice.
She lets out a huge sigh as she looks to Klyx.
You are much better than your friends at this, I must admit.
I know. This is kind of my thing, though. There are things that they're better than me at.
It sounds like the 3 of you are a good team.
So, Paravex, you no longer have to make checks to climb up. Mm-hmm. Gron, go ahead and make me 1 more skill check.
27.
Okay. The 4 of you crest the top of this cliffside staircase.
Thank you. I have not made it a habit of accepting aid from those who serve Nyx. Even still, I am in your debt.
You're welcome. And she looks towards the view that you now see before you, and you see a majestic scene atop this expansive plateau of pristine white temples and palaces amid lush forests, colorful vegetation of flowers and fruit draping luminous marble mantles and archways. And at the center of this ward, you see a towering citadel, white columns gilded with gold and silver.
If there's anywhere worth going to start looking in paradise, it's there. The Citadel of Destiny.
And I think that's a good place to leave this game.
And she's mine.
Fuck right off.
You gotta say, it's nice to finally be in Illysia. There are, like, holy temples here. I mean, like, houses of the holy here that we could go check out. And, you know, hopefully there's not a lot of writing on it, because I'm not a big fan of physical graffiti.
Jesus.
Keep them coming.
At least make them good puns.
Sorry. I know. I should have. I just kind of went through it like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? Anyways, that's the code on
God
that.
damn it. What the hell?
Are you finished? Have you gotten the lead out?
Andy, read the outro.
Gladly. Good fuck you, Geppi. Pods of the Multiverse is produced by Jimmy Affatigato and edited by Scala, with music by Andy Berger, that's me, and art by Alexa Reilly. Thanks to our Patreon supporters, and a special thanks to our Holy Avengers, May, Jake, Chris, and John. For $5 a month on Patreon, you can access every episode of Table Talk, our weekly variety show produced by... Fuck you, Geppi.
I think I've collected everyone in this podcast saying "fuck you, Geppi" at one point. I think I got them all now.
Here's one more. Fuck you, Geppi. Thanks for listening.
Instead of saying "thanks for listening," you'd say "thank you." That's the name of a Led Zeppelin song made popular off of the House of the Holy album. Thanks.
Fuck off.
No one's happy.